Welcome to the holiday edition of Heartbeat of Holliston. I'm Chris O'Lawless.
And I'm Paul Solnier.
Well, Paul, are you all ready for Christmas?
I am. It came early this year, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But we're ready anyway.
I'm putting my tree up in stages. You know, I'm not working too hard at it.
Really?
But yeah.
Will we be ready by Christmas?
Definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
Good, good.
And on this show, we're going to update you on the downtown holiday lights. You'll experience the Holliston Business Association's annual holiday stroll and the magical handbell concert at the First Congregational Church.
And we cover the 5th grade tradition of giving gift bags to senior citizens and the support that Holliston gives to special needs children in Uganda. And of course, we're hoping to have a visit by a very special guest who only comes this time of year. So let's get the show rolling. Our first guest is also very special, Ed Daniels, chairman of the Light Up Holliston Committee. Hey, Ed.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hey there.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So, what can you tell us about the great lights you guys did this year?
So the Holiday Lights Group was created basically as a continuation of the Lions Club, who have been doing it for years. And we really got to a point where we were running out of supplies and didn't have the funds to really keep it going and expand on it. So we reached out to the public, and we got a lot of people to donate their time and energy and money to the program, and we got ourselves a great lighting display.
So you had to buy all new lights?
All new lights.
Wow.
Well, we ended up using some of the Lions'
Right.
old lights at the ones down at the police department that you see are the old ones.
Okay, so the town has, in all these years, really has not provided the lights for us? It's always been the Lions?
They have not.
Wow.
Before the Lions, there was another person who was involved, a local landscape design person who was
Okay.
involved with it more so, but then the Lions took it, and they've been doing it for a lot of years.
Wow, that's
Before
great.
my time.
Yeah, yeah. And didn't you do it over 2 weekends?
So we actually have been working on this for several months because we really had to start with funding the campaign right from the beginning, and that took a while. We have some great sponsors that we ended up getting with some local businesses in town. So
Who were your sponsors?
Oh, I know you're going to ask me that. I don't want to miss anybody. Middlesex Savings Bank,
Yep.
Griffin Electric, Galvin Electric, Jason Green Plumbing, Superette,
Great.
of course. They're always willing to help. So we have a good number of 2 different levels of sponsors. And, you know, I'm missing several of them,
That's okay.
so I
Yeah.
apologize, but
Yeah.
it was a group effort. And then
Group effort.
local citizens went on to a GoFundMe page to also make donations, so it was very helpful.
And you had a couple of people really spearhead putting them up. On the
Yes,
weekend
so
as well.
most of that is the Lions, but a good number of private citizens came out to join our group, and I want to make sure everyone knows it's not a Lions event fully, in that we're also trying to welcome the community in to help us out.
Yeah.
So even if you're not a Lion and you want to help out for the holiday lights, we welcome you to come in and join us next year even.
Right.
Or, of course, we have to take them down.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right. Well,
if
that's the
you-
part nobody wants to do.
January 6th,
Yeah.
come on out. It's going to be a
Yeah.
bright, sunny day
Yes.
and really warm.
Yeah. Well, what's been the reaction of the of people? You got they look beautiful. I mean, I think you took a few pictures, Paul.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I wish I heard more feedback. There's no real good way to get the feedback, but if you're out there and you want to give us feedback, then GoFundMe page has a way to do that too, so we'd love to hear from you. And Facebook, we hear about it every once in a while. So we're done now. We're done setting up all the lights. We finished that actually this weekend.
Oh, wow.
We put up some more lights.
Oh,
So
well, that's great.
at the Congregational Church, there was a railing that we wanted to do there and fill in that space.
Cool.
Oh, it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So do you need more fun? Are you going to expand it next year, or are you pretty much set for lights?
So because of the weather that we get around here, I don't think we'll ever be set. We still will need the support from the Lions people and the community to join us. So we are planning on continuing it next year to a much smaller degree. I mean, we had to raise $9,000 this year.
Wow.
So it was really great how the community came out to, you know, in small bits and big parts.
Okay.
And so we're probably going to do that again next year, just to add to the telephone poles that are usually have a display. We used old ones this year, but we probably want to expand on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more about First Night. That's the next big event coming up.
So that's a major event from the Friends of Holliston Trails, which is another group that I'm involved with, and their main mission is to connect Holliston, and their main event that they run is the First Night event. So the First Night Trail Walk is New Year's Eve, and it goes from 5 to 8. So it's plenty of time to still get out to your big parties that you have going on. You can come to this one with the family, drop them off, and then go to the big event for the adults if you want to do that. So. And
people from out of town are welcome. I see people from other towns.
Yep, and I think there's actually a good number of out-of-towners who come to Holliston, again, to meet our mission of trying to connect our neighbors to each other. This is what the rail trail does. It brings people from Milford and Medway, Sherburne.
And for those people that haven't seen it yet, what are the highlights? Is the pits? So something brand new that we're adding this year, which everyone should know about because it's going to be a lot of fun, is we're doing a ice sculpture from Brilliant Ice Sculpture. That's going to be at Blair Square. So they're going to have a demonstration there. We took a poll on Facebook, and what happened was the highest vote was the Holliston Panther. Oh. The mascot. Okay. They're going to carve that.
So they're going to carve a panther. Yep.
Beautiful.
And then we also have Peter Panic, a local juggler. He's going to be down at the Cross Street side. So usually people who come the Cross Street side usually go there because of it's a shorter walk.
Can he juggle in the dark?
We hope he can. If he
I don't
can,
want to stand too close.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand next to him when he's doing his knife thing.
Okay.
Maybe they're on fire, so maybe you can see.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe he juggles fire. I've seen that before.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Whoa.
No promises.
Yeah.
So this event is totally free, correct?
Totally free. We accept donations. We always accept donations.
There's
for
a
the
donation box there somewhere?
Yep. And the Boy Scouts always help us out with doing hot dogs and hot chocolate down at the Phipps Tunnel.
Yeah.
We light up Phipps Tunnel. But the big push we're having this year is we're trying to create more, have neighborhoods join us more. So if you have a neighborhood or a group in town that you can get to come out and get a fire pit, which is free, you would basically man your fire pit for the night, welcome all your neighbors by. If you have a theme or serving food or anything like that, you could win a prize of a $200 pizza party.
Wow.
So we have a gift card.
In past years, you've had, excuse me, best lighting, best people lit up. Are
Right.
you doing that as well?
We don't have that going this year.
Okay.
Our judge did not say that he would do it again this year. So,
Hey, something different.
Yes,
You know, it's
yes.
always good to be.
and it gave us all ideas on how to light ourselves up, you know, when we're walking down the trail. So
Yeah.
some people are very creative.
Yes,
So
I've seen
it's a lot
that.
of fun.
Yeah. Well, and I understand that Bobby Blair is the person behind this First Night many years ago.
Yeah, he talked me into
Yeah.
it several years ago, and it's one of those things that I thank him for every year. and yeah, it's a great. It was a great idea. We did it on very short notice the first
Yeah.
year, and we do expect it to get better and better every year. So we do need the town's support in order to get it to really work. And if we had fire pits every 100 feet along the trail, that would even be more spectacular.
That'd be great.
Well, we're
Right.
hoping for like 30 degrees and clear.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it was good. The Farmer's Almanac said it was going to be 65.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, they're always
crazy.
wrong, so
Oh, okay.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Well, the rail trail certainly has made a difference in how we live and celebrate in Holliston. And
Yep.
thank you for your service.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
We'll
Well,
see you there.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you both.
Every year, the Holliston Business Association kicks off the season with the holiday stroll. This is the time to greet your friends and neighbors, enjoy the festive holiday events, and to shop local. So let's take a ride on the trolley for a blitz around town to join the fun and visit some of our local businesses.
pig.
A pig? Wow. Acadia Farms up here on the left. Special guest here today. He's hiding out on the left-hand side amongst the evergreens, which is where he belongs.
Where are we headed next on this tour?
Right down Central Street. We're going to go right through Belair Square, and then we'll come back into downtown Holliston. We'll take a right onto Washington Street. We'll go right by the John Polchinari's famous Fisks, and then we'll pull over and start the route all over again.
Jen, what are you doing today here at the Jordan Hall at the Holliston Holiday Stroll?
So I am here representing 31 Gifts. We are a company that does all sorts of organization solutions, purses, thermals, totes. We're based out of Columbus, Ohio, but I'm the local Holliston representative.
What's happening here at Jordan Hall today?
Well, the honey is definitely the most popular, and right now the honey candy is very popular because I only make it in the winter time. So yeah, and then new product is beeswax wraps, which is a replacement for plastic wrap, saran wrap. So we make it out of cloth and 100% beeswax and cloth. So yeah,
always something new. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome. Yep. Have a great day.
Tell me about the 4-H club.
We do like a lot of stuff in 4-H. I really like visiting different farms and learning about plants and animals, and it's really fun.
What else do you like about it?
I like the animals and how you get to actually go in with the animals. And we've gotten to milk baby goats before, and it's my third adult goat, and it was like so fun, but it was kind of hard to milk them.
We opened just a week ago. We're a little bit of everything. We're fashion for your home, for yourself, for your friends and your family. We try to support all of our local artists, so everything that we bring in is either locally sourced or responsibly sourced.
So Beth, what gave you the idea to start this store?
Well, I had been doing wedding flowers out of my home for 3 years, and I ran out of space, and so I needed a studio space to do my wedding flowers, and this was available, and I thought it was perfect.
This is Keith from Holliston True Value, wishing everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
And you have the best popcorn in town.
And it's free.
Rich, what are you doing here today at the Wine House?
So today I'm pouring wine for a nice little wine tasting for the Stroll.
And what's it like working with the Wine House? Are they great people or what?
Oh, they're a lot of fun, always open to new things and bringing in all kinds of wines from all over, which is fun for me and the company I work for. We're a small company and we really promote family-owned wineries.
Did you know we have princesses and superheroes at Fist today? It's very exciting. So come on by and visit. You take a ride on the trolley and grab a free balloon and maybe a little bit of sweet treat too. Thank you.
But I heard him exclaim as he ere drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Merry Christmas, everyone!
From Santa's visit at the Holiday Stroll, this is Chris O'Lawless for the Heartbeat of Holliston.
Ho, ho, ho. It's good to see some new businesses come into Holliston.
Another holiday tradition takes place at the Miller School. For many years, the entire 5th grade has provided gift bags for Holliston's senior citizens. Here's the story of this intergenerational project.
Hi, I'm Melissa Casperin for Heartbeat of Holliston, and today we are meeting with some Miller School students and teachers about their gift bag project. There's
a retired teacher. Her name was Sue Conway, and she started this project many, many years ago because her mother-in-law got a bag delivered to her in a different town, and she decided to carry this project over to Holliston. And then when she retired, I took over for her, and we've been doing this for maybe around 10 years, 12 years, and I've been doing it with different teachers, and now there's about 5 of us that co-chair the project. We got funding from the Lions Club. We've been working with them for the past few years, and it's been great, so they provided our funding. So thank you to the Holliston Lions Club. We deliver 240 bags. We deliver to the nursing home in town, the Timothy Daniels. We deliver to Mission Springs. We deliver to Cole Court, and then we deliver to various addresses around town. Every homeroom class is given a job to help assemble the bags. One class might write letters, another class might stuff the letters in envelopes. We have candy boxes in there where one class assembles the boxes, another class puts candy in it and puts stickers on it, and we make it so every homeroom class has a job, so every student at the Miller School is able to play a part in assembling the bags.
What part of the project did you participate in?
We made boxes and we put stickers on them so other grades could put things inside, so they were little gifts.
And last year we tied ribbons and labels to each bag so they know what they're getting, and we're delivering them to the senior citizens.
And do the seniors in town, do you think they enjoy getting these boxes?
Yes, I have seen so many people go, "Oh, there you are, I've been waiting and I've been looking," and they're always happy when they see it.
What's your favorite part about delivering them?
I like seeing the different senior citizens because they're really funny, and my mom always gets in long conversations with them. and one lady tried to give me money, we wouldn't take it.
We're heading out of the school now. I'm going to follow some students to Mission Springs and see the recipients of the gift bags.
It's a lot of fun. You get to create it and you get to think it's going to someone who needs it, who would bring a smile to their face.
It's really fun because you get to meet different people, and it's a very exciting thing to do, and it makes everyone happy and joyful.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
This is from the Miller Elementary School. Every day Miller did something for it, so we're giving it to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
My favorite part is after the bags are delivered, a lot of the senior citizens voluntarily write us thank you notes, and they come to the Miller office, and reading them, it just really fills your heart to read the letters. Some of them will say how excited they were to have a visitor come from the Miller School.
What is the best part about when the kids bring the gift bags?
Well, it's the fact that the kids have made everything that's inside by themselves, and they're doing such a good job, and they come to see us older people over here and give us these bags for Christmas every year. It's really fun to see them.
Is there anything in particular in the bag that's your favorite item?
Well, I like the cookies and the pencils and the notepads and the little letter they put in the bag. It's a personalized letter that they write and put in the bag every year, and I like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
For Heartbeat of Holliston, I'm Melissa Casburn.
This is a happy event for everyone involved. Thanks to Carrie Perpal, the teachers, parents, and the Lions Club for making this a special holiday. A couple of seasons ago, Heartbeat gave you the story of the work that Krista Preston and Kate Condon are doing with children with disabilities in Uganda who are marginalized. These remarkable women began an organization called Embrace Kulture. Their mission is to use technology, inclusion, and education to work toward a world that accepts and treats children with disabilities equally. Each year they come home to Holliston and they hold a unique benefit concert which offers the opportunity to experience Africa.
Embrace Culture is a result of my daughter spending time in Uganda in a volunteer situation and finding out that there is almost no resources for anyone older than age 16 with special needs in Uganda. And so often the children are left in the house alone for the whole day. And I shouldn't say children, they're young adults at this point. And so therefore, she became passionate about trying to create opportunities for the 16 and older population. And this is she was able to, in February of last year, through the resources that were provided by this Holliston fundraiser last year, she was able to create the Amani Empowerment Center. And that services currently 13 special needs youth and adults, with the intent for that to grow to a total of 30.
So I'm about to show you guys something. And Mama Edith, you haven't seen this yet. This is something I thought was impossible. Imagine your child is 15 and you get to see them take their first steps. Mama Edith, you don't have to imagine today. Can we show the video of Maureen's first steps?
Our own family had special needs. My brother lived with us for a period of time, and he passed. And Krista became passionate about continuing to work with special needs population without him being in our picture any longer in our family.
I had the same reaction that Edith had when I saw her do it on our own compound, at our own school. I never even thought to have her try, but that's what the staff at Amani did. So can we please get another big round of applause for her?
In Uganda, this amount of money, and we're hoping for somewhere around $25,000 or more, will pay for the whole year of programming for the Amani Empowerment Center for the coming year. They are continually applying for grants, and they do get occasional grants, but at this point they're still a small enough organization that the good news about that is 100% of what you give goes to the actual programming. And anybody who wants to volunteer, we embrace the volunteers, because actually the conversations you have with people are so high level and they're so respectful when you spend time doing this kind of good work together.
This year, Mary Beth wrote a children's book called Kintu and the Fairy Bee. Her inspiration came from a traditional Ugandan folk tale. There's a rich oral tradition in Uganda, but children only have a dozen books about their own culture. Mary Beth translated the story and found a Ugandan artist to illustrate it. She states, "The story's theme melds beautifully with our mindfulness curriculum. The text teaches the strategy of relying on friends to overcome life obstacles." If you would like to buy the book, it's available at Candy Cottage, Coffee Haven, and the Grapevine. Embrace Culture is grateful for the support of these businesses and the staff at the Holliston Library. Remember, 100% of the profit goes to advocacy programs for Ugandans with developmental disabilities. For more information, please go to www.embraceculture.org. And Holliston has many talented musicians, and one of the best is the Handbell Choir of the First Congregational Church. These percussionists bring rhythm and melody together. Let's hear how they do it.
Karen, tell me about the history of the handbells.
Approximately 30 years ago, I went to a Mass conference, church conference, and they had these things called handbells. Being a music major, I fell in love with the handbells. I asked our minister at the time, and he said, only if you will buy them for the church, get people, raise the money, and you will take care of the program. And I said, fine, sold. In 6 months, we raised enough money for a starter set, which is 2 octaves of bells, the tables, the pads, the whole things, the music stands. We're now up to 5 octaves of handbells, 4 octaves of choir chimes.
How many different age groups do you have here at the church?
I have 3. The youth chimers are in grades 2 through 6, unless someone very, very musical comes along, and I might stitch that person in. And then our intergenerational group is supposed to start in 7th grade, so we had adults mentoring each of the youngsters. And at times you can't tell who is mentoring who, because some of those youngsters have unbelievable musical talents. And they, unlike the adults, aren't afraid to try new things. You know, that we'll be rehearsing a number. Can't we go faster? Can't I have more bells? So, and then we have what I call our senior handbell harmonies. And we've been playing since, most of us have been playing since 1990.
What's special about the concert?
I'm excited about it because my youth chimer group that we have is that we only have 6 young children ringing in that. 3 of them picked up chimes for the first time 8 weeks ago.
Really?
And they have learned their parts. They're confident enough to do it. My cabana group in the middle, I can't find music hard enough for them to play. They just want to keep playing harder music. And these kids are really doing it great. We have 2 ringers come down from Chelmsford as guests. And I think one of the highlights of the concert, Rachel does bell trees, and that's where she has 4 columns of bells hanging on a tree, over 3 octaves of bells, and she plays them all.
What is the best thing about being a handbell ringer?
Oh, it has to be the camaraderie in the choirs. I have just as much fun with my little chimers as I do with the adults, because we're there, number one, to have fun. We go to conferences, we go to teen rings, we have a blast. We have so much fun. The friendships you make are just awesome.
Isn't that the truth about everything, too?
Yeah, it is, very much so.
For the Heartbeat of Holliston, this is Chris O'Lawless.
Not only is this music beautiful to hear, it's also an exciting visual experience. If you'd like to hear the whole concert, it will be broadcast on HCAT starting this week. Check our schedule. Paul, what's going on with your sweater? What?
Oh, that's a signal from Santa. He's telling me he's in the building.
You're kidding. Oh my gosh, look, he's here.
Santa, welcome.
Santa baby. Hey. Wow. So you're back again.
Back again, and thank you for having me for another year. It was wonderful last year. I'm sure it'll be great this year.
Well, what's happening at the North Pole right now?
We're actually winding down for the year. Pretty much everything is done. Just making sure we're crossing the T's and dotting the I's. And you know, we got a big night coming up in 6 nights on Christmas Eve. And
oh boy.
You know, hopefully we'll get it all done like we do every year.
What's your favorite place to bring presents in this whole world?
You know, if you watch the beginning of the show, or the whole show, there's only one answer to that question, Chris, and that's Holliston, without question. You folks don't realize what a wonderful community this is. The people, the activities, the concern for people, it's just a wonderful place to be.
Like to hear that. That's good. So back to the North Pole.
Yes.
How do the elves keep up with all this new technology?
Well, I don't teach them, trust me. As I always tell people, I'm still looking for a ribbon for my typewriter. That's how much of a dinosaur I am. But we do have the internet up in the North Pole, finally. And they're savvy enough to go on the internet and to check out what's new and what's different in the world. And they come back with suggestions, and we talk about it, and we take it from there.
So for our kids, can you tell them what's your favorite treat after you come down the chimney and work hard?
Well, Paul, as you can see, there's very few treats I don't like. Chocolate chip cookies, Fig Newtons. Surprisingly, vegetables too. We don't get a lot of vegetables up on the North Pole because of the weather.
Do you drink the milk?
No, I like hot chocolate more than I do the milk. But the milk is good if they don't have the hot chocolate, but that keeps me warm. But cookies are great, and like I said, the vegetables I really do enjoy when I have the chance to eat them.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to remember that.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to do that. So who's your favorite reindeer?
That's a tough question, and I don't want to insult Rudolph, because I'm sure he's probably listening in. But quite frankly, back in 1822, I was having hot cocoa with a gentleman by the name of Clement Moore, and Clement came to me and asked me about the reindeer, and at that time I only had 8. And I told him I would acquire 1 reindeer at a time, and I finally got up to 8. But the very first one I got was Dasher. And I told him the story. Well, Dasher was my very first one, so I have a special feeling in my heart for him. And from that conversation, Clem took our words and wrote a poem for his 3 daughters, which was called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Oh.
And that's a poem we all know.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful poem.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Are presents getting bigger or smaller?
Well, Paul, that's another great question. They're getting smaller because a lot of the presents that the kids want these days are computer-type games, video games, things like that. They're not the bicycles that we used to have, years ago.
Or the
trucks. Exactly right. But they are getting smaller. But there are still some big prize, gifts that, kids want. We had one young lady from the Franklin area who watches the show, named Isabella, who wants a motorized car for Christmas, and so long as she wears a helmet, we'll see what we can do. But some kids want the big ones, and others want smaller ones.
You hear sometimes some kids worry that when they go to bed, there's a fire in the fireplace. How do you get past that?
Well, most parents are very good about not putting the fire in. But if there is, what I do ahead of time is I'll take a look down. If I see smoke coming up, I will sprinkle a little bit. I have some dust that I bring from the North Pole. I can sprinkle it down, and it basically puts the fire out temporarily. And then when I go back up, I have my own way of getting back up with my bag. Once it does, the dust will evaporate and go away, and the fire starts up again.
Wow. So after delivering all the presents all over the world, when do you typically get back to the North Pole?
Usually we get back just before the dawn of Christmas Day.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And then what do you do after that? What happens when you're done?
I'd like to say Mrs. Claus and I go to Club Med, but we don't. We just relax. We sleep. I sleep for a couple of 3 days. For all intents and purposes, they want to take a little bit of a breather, but we don't have much time to relax because it takes almost 365 days a year to prepare for the following Christmas. So we start in right away.
Are there other reindeer in the wings, so to speak?
We have junior. We do, Paul. We have junior reindeer that are ready. That's how we found Rudolph. Rudolph was a junior reindeer, and as the story goes, you've all heard how we had the fog one night we couldn't see, and this little reindeer stepped up with a red nose. We were able to see through it, but we do have them in reserve. They're just waiting their turn for when the others decide to retire.
Yeah. So how long does it take to shovel the runway when you're getting ready to go?
Chris, it really doesn't take much time because we don't take off like a jet plane or an airplane does on a runway. The sled and the reindeer basically lift themselves up. The sled is designed so it's lightweight, lifts itself up. The reindeer know once we leave the ground to take right off. I just have to hold on so I don't get jostled. But we don't need a lot of space to take off.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's how we can get to the rooftops without having to use a runway.
Some sort of anti-gravity device that you...
That's basically it, Paul. That's basically it.
Yeah. How old are you?
That's a great question. I'll ask you the same question later, Crystal, but I don't know. For those of you who don't know, I was, Santa was adopted by a family called the Kringles many, many, many years ago, and they gave me the name Chris. And it wasn't until I decided to get into helping kids from all around the world that I decided to take the name Santa Claus. But I don't know what my exact age is, but it's a little bit older than I care to be. But
well, you don't look any older than when I first sat on your lap 30 years ago.
Yeah, but you were wearing that sweater, Paul. That's why I remember you. So, but no, I remember little Paul from Watertown. It's a Little Red Raider, and you were a very good boy then.
Did he get he wanted one of those BB guns? I know
I got one. I got one. I did.
He got one. Yeah.
But I didn't shoot my eye out.
Didn't shoot the eye out. Didn't shoot anybody. Didn't run with it. So he handled it very, very well.
Oh. Well, thank you, Santa.
Yeah,
it was
more than
great
welcome.
to see you.
No, thank you for inviting me here tonight.
So take care until next year.
I certainly will. Thank you very much, and everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Same to you.
Thank you, Santa.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. It's been a wonderful year in Holliston, and we were happy to share it with you. We look forward to bringing you more about our great town. Join us in 2020.
And you can watch Heartbeat of Holliston every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. on Channel 8 on Comcast or on Channel 32 on Verizon. The show is also televised at other times. You can watch us on any electronic device, so check the new HCAT website for easy access.
Join all the others who are watching Heartbeat on Facebook right now and YouTube by checking HCAT's Facebook and YouTube pages. We have an updated e-blast function and send out announcements when new shows are scheduled to air. Please contact us by email at office@hcattv.org or call 508-429-8979. If you get an e-blast, you'll never miss a show you want to watch. Finally, all of us at Heartbeat would like to wish our fellow anchor Ann Jay's daughter, Ava, a speedy recovery, and Merry Christmas to the Jay family. And Happy holidays to all, and to all a good night.